Good day, good day, good day. I can't say good morning because this is Friday afternoon at almost 4 o'clock. Oh God, I've had so much to do. I just haven't been able to sit down and talk to you with the videos. So hope this finds you all very well and working on your health issues and getting happier and enjoying your life and getting your joy back. Get your joy back. No matter what it takes, get happy and enjoy every moment. Because every moment we miss doing that, we miss having fun, and we want to have fun and enjoy our lives and quit picking on each other. Well, I got a lot of stuff here I wanted to go over with you. Somebody sent this in. You're going to love this one. You might already have seen this. Coming out of this lady's GI tract. And the mucosa is where you produce the mucus, part of the lymph system. And in an acidic medium, this mucosa, this mucus gets very thickened. With all the white flour products, all the glue, all the proteins, you can really get some gnarly stuff impacted on the bowel wall. And this is part of that mucosic film, if you will. Mucoid plaque, generally, you could call this mucoid plaque. When you use like your charcoals and stuff to pull it out, it pulls the plaque back. But there's also a lot of black plaque on people's bowels. Wow, stuff. This is from Campers. A camper? That's what I do. I got a fifth wheel and I'm a camper. Camper's Collection. Interesting stuff. My uncle has a severe case of gout. Uric acid deposits evident on his joints, and he's in tremendous pain. What cure can you recommend? P.S. For those of you who are believers of prayer and God, please pray for my uncle. His name is J-U-N-N. Young? Well, what he needs to do, roll up his sleeves, detoxify his body. I think I remember telling you guys that years ago, again, as a biochemist, you get excited about chemistry, blah, 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 blah. So I was going to a lot of blood chemistry seminars put on by different MDs. This one lady was a female MD, became a naturopath. She was a meat eater. She had bought a big farm and slaughtered her animals, but they were organic, and she was a meat eater. Believed, I guess, in the paleo diet probably. That's a typical medical doctor. A high protein thinker, nitrogen thinkers. And I asked her, the room was full of medical doctors. I was the only naturopath there, and I was telling her when I detoxify people, people that are even vegetarians still have high uric acids. Why is that? Because generally uric acid is equated to protein consumption. And she said fungus. So she taught me a valuable thing, that fungus it leaves uric acid. And I've been watching that in the back of my mind in cases where the body's loaded with sulfur. Oh my God. And it's classic, heavy fungal problems. So your uncle here just has a lot of fungal problems. Maybe he's a high protein eater on top of it. To rectify gout is the same thing you would to rectify cancer or anything else. How simple is this? This is a lymphatic problem again. He's not moving out this uric acid, but there's a lot of other acids he's not moving out either. Same system deals with the uric acid as it does the lactic acids and the phosphoric acids and the carbonic acids and just on and on and on. So, detox the uncle. The uncle has to go through detoxification. I had a guy fly in here one time. Can't remember where he's from. Very wealthy fellow. Flew all around the world. Could hardly walk. Been in pains for years. And he just couldn't believe gout. He'd been everywhere. All the top people in the world. Top clinics everywhere. Suffered bad. Of course, all the typical steroid stuff and everything else. I had it all gone in 3 months. And he like freaking out. And it's like, that's you have to detoxify the human body. And that's why detoxification is the golden key to unlocking these doors of this pain and suffering. You can't treat these problems. It's systemic, head to toe. Nothing you can take for this. You have to detoxify these acids out of the body. Get rid of the fungus too. Fix the adrenal glands, of course, and that's part of the kidney adrenal matrix with the lymph system here. So tell your uncle that he needs to detoxify his body. I'm in pretty good shape then. Thanks, Cynthia. Most I appreciate that. Hugs to you too, dear one. I appreciate that. You know, people don't realize how hard we try. From Hellville to Wellville, all aboard. Balance Beauty Blog. You are right on. That I'm probably a little out there. I have to accept it because I guess I'm in this body. But we all have our little niches and stuff, you know. And here's Cupcakes 869. Yeah, alrighty, hi, sweetheart. What you recommend is very close to, yeah, it's very close. Yeah, very close to the 80-10-10 diet. That wasn't what the comment I made about was. It's about the protein and fat side of that. You know, and we're trapped in this concept that we think we need protein when the body doesn't use protein. You know, and that's just, I'm going back to that because we're labeling these things and we don't realize that it's a false label. When you say you have to 10% protein in your diet, that's okay. The average person can live along with that and stuff like that. But when you're detoxifying people, the body can't use protein. So the amount of energy loss in a complex amino acid structure, simplifying that structure for absorption purposes is quite a process. You've got your proteins and your polypeptides, peptides, amino acids. You've got a chain that's going down, which you don't have that in your fruits and your vegetables. So the strongest animals in the world don't eat protein. So when you say you have to have protein in your life and everything else, okay for some people. But I was making a comment on that side of that. So you can take it out of context or what, but I think people look well, but in detoxification, that won't do. This is about detoxification, guys. This is about the healing side of life. I don't care what diet you follow, because you're going to find your own niche. You know, this idea of me recommending a diet that everybody can follow universally, that's just not going to happen. It won't happen. People won't do it. So I have to focus on reality. Serious cases that are in pain and that are suffering and that are about to die, with serious cases. So playing around with this 80-10-10 crap and Durian Rider stuff, I don't have the time to waste on these kind of people. These people are children playing in the woods somewhere. Someday they'll grow up. We're facing serious problems in our health issues today in this country and around the world, and you all know it. A lot of you are suffering to beat the band. And by the way, thank you, 303. I love the fruit. Thank you so much. Sharing a little bit with James there, a guy, you know, that would just come off a 40-day grape fast. He's the other real strict raw fooder in here besides Jennifer. But they're all, you know, we're all working. There's a couple of the guys that are, you know, that are not. But we can't hire everybody that's a raw foodist because we don't have any pull to pick from. We're hurting right now for people to talk over the phone and help people with their problems. This is a good, I love this one. This is Elfie, E-L-F-E, 1982. Listen to this. I have grown one of my third set of teeth. Believe it or not, I believe it. I tell you what, maybe I'm naive and everything, but I believe what you guys tell me, and I believe it's possible. Not in my world because of my past and my genetics. Holy crap, they're nothing like some of you guys. Got some good genes out there. But I've thought that if one Homo sapien can grow a third set of teeth, we all could in the proper stance of health and vitality. So I don't know, you know, I think as we start getting our children healthier and we move the Homo sapien cells up out of this Hellville level, then yes, I think you're going to see things like that. Now that freaks the average person right out. Because we're so used to the AMA and there's nothing you can do and we wallow in our sorrows and everything else. Religion isn't helping. So all these aspects aren't helping. So we're having to pull our own. It's pulling into the self again. It's making people search for the answers and the truth. Well, that's probably a good place to be in terms of spiritual development. You shaking away all these boxes and false concepts and ideas and illusions created by man himself. So let me see here. It's a pretty set of eyes here. Right eye, left eye. Let me see. Hello, Chris and the whole Dr. Morse team. I would like to start off by thanking, thank you guys. I love that. Thank you, Laura. I've been watching Dr. Morse's videos for a while now and have started to fast and have taken a pic of my eyes right before starting, and I'm planning to take pics every few months. That's a good idea, and fairly decent pics too, by the way, Laura. Not sure, but I'm willing to share my pics with Dr. Morse. If you'd like to take a look at them, I'd greatly appreciate it. I hope, Laura, you don't mind Lorena 411 YouTube that I put it on YouTube, right? You want me to put this up on YouTube? Well, since you can't answer me, I'm taking that as a yes. So let's look at her eye here. Now, I don't know how close I am, how good I don't have anybody to help me right now. Would you see all that yellowish, orangish look around her pupil? That's sulfur. That's all sulfur. And when you look at an eye, I don't know if you can see this, but you're looking for all these patterns, lacunas, crypts, lesions, whatever you wish to call it here. You're looking for these type of patterns in the eye here. But all this orange here and this thickness, I don't know if you can see this, but this thickness around this collarette, this bow ring here, that thickness there, that's malabsorption. That's the lymph solidified. So what we have here is a pretty good constitution, say that. If it wasn't for the GI tract and the lymph system, I'd rate you up there pretty good. Got a little kidney going on in the right side, no question. I'd say more of the subacute level, but there is inflammation in that kidney, and you can tell in an eye because there's a lot of lymph built up around the kidney. Here's an upper, basically the whole right leg is weak, particularly the upper femur down to the knee. Yeah, a little appendix and groin, not happy, a little inflammation in that appendix. In that hip, in that right hip, you're not moving the lymph through the kidney, so you're getting a lot of inflammation in the hip. With that said, little pancreatic weakness going on there. Chest wall, some weaknesses through this chest wall, but you just have to strengthen that up. You'll be okay with that. A lot of congestion in this lower lobe of this right lung. You have 3 lobes in the right lung pattern and 2 lobes in the left lung pattern because of the heart. So in your lower lobe, you have a little bit of a buildup there, like a lymph node that's swollen, and then just a lot of congestion in these upper lobes. With that said, the bronchial trunk needs to come clean. Back here in the cerebellum, you're showing a little weakness there in your equilibrium dizzy center. Little prolapsus of the transverse bowels. It's almost a little prolapsus spasticity, or spastic right here, just on the other side, right in this area. The throat. You got a sore throat coming in detox one of these days because you got a weakness there, and then that moves into the thyroid a little bit and got a weakness in the thyroid. The tonsils aren't real happy either. On the left side, same thing. You know, a lot of sulfur in the gut. Use the GI broom if you want. Here we are in the pituitary, and the pituitary is a bit of an issue here. A little bit of stomach, but shouldn't be too bad there. Just clean that out. Let me see. Is this the... Yeah, there's some genetics in the spleen, so you want to kind of strengthen the spleen. Maybe do a month's worth on the spleen formula. Here's the groin on the left side. As a matter of fact, that might even encompass the left leg a little bit. The kidney looks better. Got one spot in the kidney that looks like it's deteriorating on you. So you want to clean those kidneys out. Your adrenals aren't that bad. Your adrenals are probably subacute at best, so that's good. Again, more throat and thyroid confirmation on the left side as well.